Thank you, guys. Have a great time.
Where's the sound? Hey, where's the sound?
Mighty volume! Make it louder.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a big hand for Austin St. John, Walter Jones, David Gibbs, Karan Ashley, and Wes Charlie.
Red Rangers in training. Okay.
I love you!
I love you more!
It's like the weird.
This is like
It's weird.
It's like surreal.
Yeah, this is like, okay.
You guys are like.
This is surreal!
I knew you guys grew up, but you're looking really big right now.
I know, right? You're like giants.
I can't stop shaking.
You guys are gonna fall on us.
So do we have cameras? What is this? Is this Q&A or how are we doing this?
Microphones anywhere?
Well, that's not fair. I can't stare at you.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna pass it around.
So we're just gonna do a Q&A panel. And
Check. Somebody's about to be.
Oh, I thought you were doing
I was
selfies.
like, what the heck is he doing? We know Walter was making a selfie.
Who wants to? You're gonna be the runner? Yeah. Okay.
Zach, that's Zach.
We'll finally put Zach to work.
Zach in the pink shirt.
Zach in the picture has the wireless mic, so if you have any questions, he's going to be your guy. I see a hand going up right over here,
Okay.
Zach. You're going to get your workout today.
Oh, he's got his Fitbit on, so he's gonna get his steps.
So I just wonder if it would be easier for us just to make a line over to the, if you have a question.
Don't kill each
Go
other.
over to your right and just kind of line up over there and we'll make it easier.
I feel like I'm in concert.
And then they can just come down and
I believe the children of Tuesday.
No problem. I feel like a rock star on this stage. It's pretty awesome.
Oh my God.
All right, we got somebody. What's your question, my friend?
Hi, I just want to say thank you for giving me the best childhood of all time.
Yeah, we are not worthy. We are not worthy, I tell
What was
you.
it like, you know, dealing with fame at like that age? And did it change you
When we were
guys?
15?
Really?
I was 10.
Oh yeah, right.
It was, I don't know. I think I don't know. For me, it was crazy because these guys, you know, the show was a hit. And I won the lotto and got on a fabulous show and got to do amazing things. And it was, I mean, we worked so much. There was really no time to let it sink in. But meeting all of you 20 years later, it blows my mind what the show means to you. And you guys are here and the stories you tell us are so amazing. I don't know if you ever know how to handle this kind of stuff. I mean, you guys can chime in. We've had some crazy, amazing experiences, so thank you.
Tell your rock star thing when we did Universal.
Universal. That was a lot like Ballistic. Universal. I guess what was that? 94. So I was just barely 19. Yeah. Yeah. And for the record, I'm still the youngest.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I still look the youngest.
Of the original 5.
Oh yeah.
But he still rides a hairy elephant, so.
Hairy elephant. Mastodon, baby. What up?
So anyway, I was 19 and I really had no concept. These guys all had far more experience in the acting world than I did, obviously.
Well, you blew it away.
Well, I tried, but Universal, we were supposed to go and do the show, 1,000 people, one show in a 1,000 person room auditorium. Very quickly, they figured out when people started camping out in line a day or two ahead of time, I think, something like that. Camping out in line at Universal, they were like, maybe we should rethink this. And next thing I know, we were in the biggest amphitheater, which I think seated like 6,000 people. Turned into 4 or 5 shows. We packed the house every time. We had toy stands selling Power Rangers. They got overrun. Police were called in. The local highway was backed up into downtown LA for 8 miles. Tom Brokaw, who was like the big dog in news media at the time, did a national story on it. And then the first time I got to walk out with these guys in front of, we had our helmets on. Everybody's got a pair of dark shades. Now picture the dark shades, you're in a room like this, and then 5,000 cameras all go off with flash. I felt like Star Trek. I was like, the hair on my neck stood up, and I was up on this platform and had to do a backflip out into the crowd. I think the first time I busted my butt, too. I was super pumped. I could have fallen on my head from 100 feet and I wouldn't have felt a thing. And it was insane. That was you guys, So that's what it was like. It was nuts.
Great question, thank you.
It might be easier if you want to go around this way. I don't know. I said it might be easier for him to get around that way. I don't know.
I honestly think you can hear us from here. Why don't we just call out our questions?
Chaos.
Because, it'll turn into pandemonium that way.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You might have to call out your question.
Go ahead and ask your question, man.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you guys. You are one of my earliest martial and science fiction inspirations. I actually ran the stage combat team with the one on stage before you guys came on over here, so thank you for that.
There you go.
And I just want to ask, all this time later, and the franchise still going, and how does it feel knowing that you guys were the first to inspire young people to do public service and get into the martial arts and to do good for their other classmates? How do you guys feel?
It's pretty amazing. I mean, when you consider the fact that we inspired a lot of people to do a number of things, from martial arts to dance and hip hop to having diversified friendships. The fact that we did that and it's continued on. I mean, there's a lot of people walking around that look like kind of nerdy that are badass martial artists. So I feel bad for some of those bullies out there.
Right.
Yeah.
You might try to bully that guy that you think is kind of nerdy, and the next thing you know it, he's like got 3 karate schools and is on top of you.
Right.
So,
It's like chic to be geek.
it is. So I think it's awesome. I'm very happy that we've inspired a lot of people. My man right here I met earlier, who
Amazing story.
Amazing story. He was born and he couldn't walk, and they inspired him to, because of Power Rangers, he was inspired to get in martial arts, and he started doing taekwondo and kicking, and now he's like, he's been voted like one of the top kickers, and he's
in the world.
In the world.
3-time black belt.
Amazing story.
Don't mess with him.
Woo! Very proud to have been positive in anybody's life.
I thank you for inspiring me, and there have been many franchises, many other racing franchises since you guys, but you guys are my Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin.
Woo!
You're my boy, Blue.
I just want to say thank you guys for being here on my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Because today's a special day.
And my question is, do you guys ever want to come back to the Power Rangers?
Yeah! Woo! Woo! Yeah, reunion!
Being a Power Ranger.
Every weekend.
Yeah, I think all of us would, under the right circumstances, go back to the show. Most of us are union actors, so we would need it to be under the Screen Actors AFTRA Actors Union Guild, and follow those rules and regulations, and I'm sure we'd all be open to it. So yeah.
What was that? There's a lot of Power Rangers under your generation, but your Power Rangers was the best generation there is.
Thank you. I love the fact that he is not even old enough enough to watch the show, but someone showed him the show, and now we have a whole new generation of you know, viewers, which is so amazing. Thank you, Netflix. Thank you, parents. Thank you. Good parenting. We love it. Thank you.
I remember watching this.
It's not my birthday.
Say that again.
As everyone else has said, growing up, especially in the
Yep.
90s, it was very hard for me to just be like happy, but then I would just like watch the show. And as growing up, I was extremely bullied, so I would just go to the Power Rangers. I'd be like, oh, they're happy, and I can be happy if I stay strong. So I thank you for inspiring me to be the best that I can be. This question, though, is specifically for Karan.
Uh-oh.
Did you feel any pressure coming on the show in the midst of like Morphomania and replacing Trini?
Oh yeah, all of us did. I mean, I can speak. I'll speak for Johnny and Steve. No, no, we knew the show was a hit, and we knew how loved these guys were, and I mean, there was no doubt that we were filling some huge shoes, and we were very nervous, you know, obviously. But when we came on, you know, Amy, David, Jason, they were very welcoming. The crew was very welcoming, and you know, thankfully the producers kind of let us, you know, just figure it out. You know, they helped us as much as we could, and yeah. And luckily, you guys, you know, loved us, and you guys kept watching the show, and it was such a positive experience. So, yeah, no, I was very nervous, especially the first day that I got on set, and I get the, you know, first I put the suit on, and I look inside, and it says Trini, and it says Tweet, actually, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm wearing her suit. You know, like on top of all of it. But I was so honored to be a part of something that they had, I mean, they had made amazing. So
You guys inspired me to want to go on and really do something heroic. Now, while I was doing that, I worked with plenty of ladies in the fire department, in the emergency medical services department. I was overseas in the Middle East for 4 years. I worked with women overseas who stepped up, and those are the real heroes right there. The ladies and gentlemen overseas, but there are ladies that are stepping up doing it for real too.
God bless them all.
I got much love. You know, I don't care how you're built. If you can do the job, then you ought to do it. And if you can't, so be it. As far as how it was to be on set with all the Red Rangers, first they called me, they're like, hey man, you want to come do this episode, Red Ranger reunion with all the Red Rangers? Like, really? That's cool. How many's there been? Because I wasn't following. You know, I'd gone on, I was doing other things. I was like, what, 3, 4? And they're like, 11. I'm like,
funny how time flies, right?
Como say, huh? He said 11, like, once? They were like, yeah. And so I showed up, and I got to meet all these guys. And I won't say which one, but one of them was like, oh my God, dude, I grew up watching you. I was like, I'm old. I'm standing here with one of my own, and he grew up watching me. If he asked me to sign his shirt, I'm gonna cry.
Wow!
Needless to say, he didn't ask me to, but it was really cool, man. They were all chill. You know, everybody had their own legacy. They brought their own power to the red suit or other suits, and it was just cool to see how this thing was continuing to grow. So it was great to be a part of it.
Thank you. Great question.
God bless you.
Okay, everyone, welcome. Well, hello, everyone, first of all. Okay, how do I phrase my question? Well, first of all, thank you guys for coming, definitely, to
Absolutely.
Long Island. Garden City, guys, there you go. Okay.
You're like the rowdiest bunch. I love it. I love New York.
Well, you know how it is. We're New Yorker. When you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Yeah. That's why you guys like Power Rangers. It's the same method.
By the way, that was his first Spider-Man movie, by the way, right? Okay, so going back with the once comment that Austin made. I grew up watching the Power Rangers, I think I was 5, 95, in Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, for my Dominicans up in the house. Mucho gusto. Woo, go Dominicans. Wow, Walter. I didn't know you said bachata. Wow, Walter. Wow, nice. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, so again, I grew up over there watching it. That was like 5:30 p.m., Monday to Friday, Channel 11, Telesistema, for those of you that still remember who are Dominicans. So that was all the kids were home. And specifically to you, Mr. Jones, Walter, as the only fellow black guy that was in the team. Myself included, and everyone else in my neighborhood at least, we all look up to you.
I think we've all hoped that at some point they put the band back together, but like he mentioned earlier, some of us are SAG actors, and so I mean it'd have to be the right situation. But yeah, we want the band to get back, you know, some way, somehow, maybe one day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How many Rangers sent you been? Power Rangers.
Say it one more time.
How many
How many?
since you left the show?
Oh my gosh, there's so many since we left the
I think
show.
there's around 90. Anyone?
How many Power Rangers has there been?
I thought somebody told me there's been 100 cast.
There's been over 100. Watch the terrible finale of the previous season.
Oh yeah, there I don't know the exact number, but there have been a lot of Rangers. We've got quite a few of them.
Somewhere around 100.
Yeah.
Welcome to Long Island, New York.
Thank you. Hi.
What's up, buddy?
You guys actually, like, not just my childhood, I'm still like a child. So. I love Power Rangers and I still do so much that every single day for the last few years, me and my brother, who's up there,
Hey, brother.
we watch every single episode from the first season all the way to every single to the bottom. And we don't just do that, we also pick out all the Sentai footage. It's like extremely hard. And the other question is, why weren't you guys in Super Mega Force?
Oh, don't even get me started with that.
It was like the ultimate team up. Every person against people.
I wanted to be there, but again, this show not being a union show makes it difficult for us to be there.
It's not worth
I
it.
think they could have made it happen, but they didn't. So
Right.
it's not our fault.
You guys gotta write that because the reality is they, like you said, they could make it happen at any moment. You know, they've made what, $3 billion. They can make it happen. They can put together any team. So if you want it, you need to let them know that. Write them letters.
Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you have social media accounts?
Woo!
All right.
Okay.
Now let me put something to you. Each one of you that has an account, you have no idea how much power that account can hold. And I'll tell you this so that you can understand what effect you can have on what you're asking us to do right here.
Oh, I do it.
If you go on your accounts, if you go on your social media accounts and you tag, Haim Saban has a page. Yeah, there are, well,
Saban Brands.
Saban Brands. You go to their pages with your media, share with your friends, ask your friends to back you up, and hit their pages, and you tell them, and I don't care which Ranger it is, you tell them who you want to see there. Get your friends to do it, and you keep doing it, and you have them keep doing it, and that's how you get it done.